So we have 3 more games dropping from the Game Boy to Nintendo Switch Online, and they're available right now. What 3 games are they? Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And we'll take a look here at the announcement over on X from Nintendo of America. 3 classic games are now available to play for Nintendo Switch Online members: Super Mario Land, Alleyway, and Baseball. And first we'll take a look at Super Mario Land. Now this was a launch title for the Game Boy back in 1989. And the game consists of 12 levels, and you do your typical move from the left to the right and jump across platforms to avoid enemies. And all of this in pursuit of Princess Daisy in this one. This is the first appearance of Princess Daisy. And the game actually has 2 horizontal shooting levels, which is a little bit of a departure from your normal Mario platformer game. Now, it was the second best-selling Game Boy game in 1989, behind, of course, Tetris. And next we have Alleyway, and this was also a launch title for the Game Boy back in 1989. And many people sort of look at this game as sort of a breakout clone. You basically try to break the bricks in each stage, and you're basically moving a paddle back and forth to knock the ball up and down. So not the most complex of gameplay here, but just some simple mindless fun. Now the game does have 24 main levels, and after every 3 regular level, you'll proceed to a bonus stage, which would give a grand total of 32 levels. And some of the stages have blocks and patterns of different things you might recognize, like say Mario or a Koopa. And finally we have Baseball, which I guess you could call it Nintendo Baseball, because I do put Nintendo right up above there on the title screen. And this too here was a launch title for the Game Boy in 1989. And this game is based off the NES version of the game, and I remember playing the NES one quite a bit when I was younger. And in this game, there's only 2 teams. You have the White Bears and the Red Eagles. And this game did support 2 players with the Game Link cable, so I would imagine that'll be emulated here for Nintendo Switch Online, but I've not checked it out yet. And the gameplay is pretty straightforward. When you pitch the ball, I believe you can just move the D-pad left and right to try to make a curve ball. And if someone hits the ball, then you control the players in the outfield to try to catch it and then throw it back and get the player out. So definitely some classic games here with 3 launch titles from the original Game Boy when it came out in 1989. And just for a side note, in Japan they got one more game, The Frog for Whom the Bell Tolls. And this is an action RPG that graphically sort of reminds me of Link's Awakening. But I guess because there's some Japanese text here, we're not getting that here over in the States. But what are your thoughts of the 3 games that we got here? I think Super Mario Land is probably the one I'm the most interested in playing. The other 2 are just sort of mindless games to play, but let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so. It really does help the channel out quite a bit. I want to thank you for watching, and be good.